All my life, I wouldn't call it a goal, but I've always been, music has been the driving force in what I'm about. I've never set goals like I want to be famous and rich by the time I'm 19 or anything like that. I sing because I love to sing. I write because I have things that are in me that want to come out, things that I have to say, emotions I have to express. Giselle is my father's name. It was his father's name, and there's a couple other men in my family who have it. My half-brother. There's a lot of them. It's an old Cajun. The story goes, my father's Cajun, and his great-grandfather was a little boy in Louisiana, and there was a French-Canadian priest, an older man that was like a father to him, and when he died, the boy swore he'd name his firstborn after him, and that name was Giselle. And so he did that, and then his son did the same thing, and his son did the same thing. And they did it for me. It's really a man's name, but of course it doesn't really matter at this point. So I was, that's me. When I'm singing for people, I've been singing for 10 years. I close my eyes and I go somewhere. I'm not, it's like when I'm writing, I close my eyes and I'm not thinking about it, I just do it. And I love to do it. There's nothing that feels quite like singing. It's a beautiful thing, it's a love thing. And I don't know where I just don't know where I'm at. I don't think about there's people out there and I'm in a bar or I'm whatever. I just drift off and then I come back. And it's harder for me in the studio because it's permanent and I'm thinking, okay, this is for the rest of my life, it better be perfect. So then my mind kicks in and I start thinking about it. There's I think with experience I'll get over that. When I don't sit down and write something about something, I just, if I'm playing piano or gardening or whatever, sometimes I get ideas and I'll run in and put it down on the tape recorder. And it's really, my best music and songs come from my inner self, really. It's not, I'm not thinking about it, it's kind of almost a channel that the more in touch I am with myself, the better, the more open it is, and it just comes out. And I really don't think about it, and sometimes I have to go back and actually read my lyrics and listen to the songs, and it's almost a surprise. It's interesting. I had bought, because I have kind of no room in my house, and I really needed a piano, and so I went to the music store and bought a M1, which is a Korg, and it's like this brand new machine, and you can sequence and MIDI it up to anything, and it has these beautiful sounds on it, and it's got a great piano sound, and it cost $2,000, and not that I had $2,000, but I needed an instrument. I never played it, and so 6 months later I gave it to a keyboard friend of mine, keyboard player, and I just would never play it. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't sound right. I like instruments that move air, vibrations that actually move air, and that's where the sound comes from, not something that's direct into a box that kicks it out onto the digital. And having everything precise like that in a machine, that's not the way, that's not natural. Everything isn't perfect. It takes all the spirit out of it, all the soul out of it. So I gave that keyboard away, and fortunately for me, a piano store in town gave me a piano to use for 6 months, so I'm doing pretty good. Organic is what I like to live my life by, in everything. Nature and the food I eat and the way I treat people, and I'm like an animal magnet. I've got all these cats and birds. My planting, I love to plant, and I just love life and nature, and technology and music has its place, I'm sure, but I think it's taken over way beyond. It's overstepped its bounds in art, and I'm glad that the record is I'm glad that Pat connected with that part in me and kept it organic. I have something that I want to say to people, and I have gone back and read through a lot of my songs, like when I had to write them all out for the back of the album, for all the lyrics. And I noticed that a recurring theme, which I strongly believe, is that people are always looking for happiness on the outside of them, in other people or in material things or in their careers or in their religion, and it's always outside, exterior reaching, and it never works. And it's because I think everything is from all your strength and all your spirit and all your happiness, it comes from inside. And everything to me is connected, but the truth is within yourself, and doing what makes you happy and doing what makes me happy is what's important. I can't wait to hit the road. I can't wait to sing. That'll be so beautiful, to be out and singing for hundreds or thousands of people. That's what I love to do. That's what I love the most, is singing to people.